that they're going to catch the replay. So I think it's just us. I think Lee's
Ooh,
back
wow.
for it,
Yay.
and Lee wasn't feeling too good,
Oh
and
no.
anyway, so I'm sure that I think we'll just start now. So, how have you been connecting? So, last week, every week that we've gone through, we've been working with different
Mm.
things. So we may find that different tests or different situations come up in our life to lean on, or they're created because we're working with the master. Going back, we had the will and the power and the leadership in the first one, insights, wisdom. We had with Paul love, harmony, creation, where a lot of old situations came up to be sorted. And last week we had Seraphis Bay, who is really sort of about the discipline, alignment, and purification. And with purification, that means sometimes you can just come back to simple living, or there's a clearance, maybe of different situations in life. But has anybody found that things have come up? Victoria, you've had a few things go on, haven't you?
I've had quite a lot of things going on. From the very first time I listened to the replay, I felt a very, very uh, strong presence. So, I mean, immediately, almost immediately, like white orbs, and I usually don't feel those sensations, and I don't have vivid visualizations typically, but I did. I felt a lot. And then it was the third night, and I listened to the replay for several nights. And then the third night, I remember I was having a very hard time feeling comfortable physically. And it was the middle of the night, and I went and I grabbed my selenite wand, and I
Lovely.
had I had my temperance card with me, and I have a pearl ring that I've been wearing, just
Lovely.
constant reminders. And I just, said, okay, bring on the energy. And I wound up having, as you know, a night terror. And I
Yeah.
woke up screaming, help, help me. And my neighbors woke up my neighbors. It woke up half the
Oh,
neighborhood.
wow.
I'm surprised the police didn't show up. It was really bad.
Yeah.
And so I won't be asking for energy. Come on, energy anymore. I need
You
to
know, the
do,
thing is what it is when we connect and we're open. So we've all, whether the people, everybody that signed up for this course, what we've done is we've said we're going to go into this energy ball with the intention that we're going to connect and do the work. Now, some people may feel it more than others. Some people may not have the same, with me, the first one really knocked me because I really need that will and the power.
yes.
But so now we've set the intention. We're working with these incredibly powerful masters that have walked on life, that have walked here on earth. They're so incredibly, immensely powerful that
Yes.
we have said every week we're going to work with you, and then from now on. And so, yeah, things will change, things will happen. And I know we've spoken a little bit, and I really do think it's the purification because you've
Yes.
had so
Yes.
many situations in your life that needed clearing out,
Absolutely.
that needed to get out. And sometimes that means that we scream them out, move them out, because energy needs that movement. So I really
Yes.
feel it was that was happening. And it may have felt like a night terror or a nightmare because you went through a nightmare to get for it to be in your energy. And
Oh,
it's
yes.
purification came out. And even with
Yes.
your fall, I likened it to I had to have a tooth out this week. Now, this tooth
Wow.
has been yesterday. So, this
I'm so
tooth has been
sorry.
a problem for a long time, maybe a couple of years, but definitely for the last 6 months. And I don't think it's by coincidence that on the week we're doing purification, the dentist just said in the end, we can't save it, just take it out, because
Yes.
again, everything in our life is energy. It's not just a tooth. It has, like with reflexology, it reflects to an organ. This is like the stomach line. The stomach
Right.
is where we digest a lot of life's problems, or we push things down to our stomach. So that's the stomach line. So on that particular tooth that I had to have out. And so I think, again, this is the purification. This was the subject that we were going through. And so that's what's happened with me. It meant a tooth coming out. Victoria, perhaps with you, it meant falling. So you've gone into alignment, although it hurt, something may have
Yes,
happened to for alignment. And and with your night terror, something could have been purified out of you. That's what I
right.
think anyway.
Yes, the fall too. That's right. The fall and realigning. I mean, that, like I said, that could have just ended horrifically, but
Yeah.
instead, I feel almost better. I still feel the residual, I
Wow.
guess, concussion
Mhm.
symptoms, I guess, that, the dizziness, but the fact that my spine is still, in alignment and I don't need to go to the
And
ER is just a
And
miracle.
maybe it was getting rid of a fear you had of being delicate and not being able to, maybe there was something around those words you've just said. You've
Yeah.
surprised yourself. So maybe it's like, oh my God, I fell, I survived, I did. Do you know what I mean? Something that
Right, right.
you know, I think when we're
Yes,
doing this work, everything, whether we do this work or not, everything in life happens for us to reflect on. But especially when we're doing this work, especially when it was purification, discipline, all the words,
yes,
like the key words of Serapis Bay, which was sort of the discipline, alignment, purification, and clearing out and on it. So, and self-honesty, that brings up. So I think it's like if you think
yeah,
something's happened to me, why has this happened now? What is it showing me? Even if you pull your cards to show. But
right,
I think so. Maybe a few months ago, I would have thought I'm just having a tooth out. It's just a tooth. But when you're doing work like this, you think it's not just a tooth. There's a
right.
purification going on. There's something else is
A
happening.
lesson.
So
Yes.
yeah, so it's interesting. It's really interesting. But I'm glad you're okay after your fall. That's all
Thank
you need.
God. That's so
Oh,
scary. Oh my
I
gosh.
feel so lucky.
Poor
So,
thing.
And has anybody else found anything happening?
Um,
Or not
last
really
time I,
noticed?
hi everyone.
Hi,
hi,
everybody,
Okita.
darling.
So good to
Hi.
see you.
Nice to see you guys. So last time I did miss actually
Mhm.
this call because I was like I worked too late and then it was too late for me to join.
Oh,
So,
shame.
however, the funny thing is during the sleep I was dreaming. I never had such a dream, horrible dream, like it's like a nightmare, like
Oh, wow.
and I'm walking through cemeteries and was like so weird and you can see people struggling into like deep like waters and it was so weird, oh my god. But like in the same time I felt confident, which is
Yeah.
so weird. And yeah, I wake up and like, oh my god, I never had like I had goosebumps afterwards. But after 2 days of that, I think on Friday I had to I did the meditation. So it's just like because I was off on Friday last week, so it was the best thing um
Yeah.
I have
But the thing
ever
is,
had.
again,
I was like,
because even though you don't come to circle, because you've sort of set your intentions to do the course. So there's a couple of, well, some ladies that you'll never, they're doing it. And even if you don't watch the replay, if you watch the replay, I think you get it more. But even if not, you're still getting that vibration, that. And I think it was more than anything purification. Yeah, purification was the word that really hit me. So maybe that somehow it's letting go of some fear, some old stories, maybe some past life things. And especially the timing of this course, which wasn't actually planned, but it's like, we're coming up. So we're doing all this work
And then the
because
eclipse.
we're starting a new moon. It's our new year, really, on Tuesday, isn't it, next week? So it's wonderful the way it's all worked. And it wasn't planned. It's not because of me. I'm not that clever, but it's the way it's worked out. It's just sort of fallen along. And so today, again, I think it's clicked right into place because we're doing healing today. So it's a really lovely, we're working with the Ascended Master Hilarion, which is, he's the Ascended Master of Healing and Science. So he's the emerald ray, the green ray or the emerald ray. And he teaches us about immortal truths. So sometimes for me, he's a bit like the Tower card because that truth has to be shown because then it can be healed. If we ignore our wounds, we can't heal them. So it's a bit like so immortal truths, divine science, and healing. So he's the ray that works with doctors, scientists, mathematicians, musicians, and healers. So most healers will call on the green ray. He's known as the patron as healers, and we're working with the third eye. He connects with the third eye. So you may feel that there's a bit of an activation, especially if we've had the purification from last week, whether you've noticed it or not. Even with both of you dreaming a lot, maybe that's cleaned out some debris. So you're going to be working on your third eye. So he connects through the brow chakra, and you can often see him as a very green. It's you can't really see the color, but this in real life is really green. And I've changed my the altar because I wanted that green. But he comes through. Sometimes you don't see him so much, but you feel the color very strongly. But he comes through as emerald green. Some people see him as orange. I never have. And you can work with different crystals with him. In fact, let me just show you. Oops. There you go. I think that's come up. So I'll send this as always. But we've got the green aventurine, emerald, which unfortunately I haven't got, peridot, and also jade and diamond, I think you can work with. But again, if it's really anything green that you have, so we can start working with. Oh, I was going to show you how he looked. Oh, well, you'll see it. But you can work with really any green. So I've got peridot or peridot here, and I can't remember the name. But it's nice if you can every week, just to, even if it's 2 minutes in the morning, wear something green or have something green, change your altar, whatever it is, just so you can be working with the Ascended Master. What we're aiming for throughout this course and the courses I've sort of got planned is we're connecting more and more. So we'll be starting to feel them more and more, and then you eventually start channeling them. Not sort of talking about going into trance channeling, but that can be the end result. So what you'll be doing throughout the day, you may stop and just think, what needs healing in me today? Or how can I, you'll just start wanting to see the truth so you just stop throughout the day and connect and see what comes in. And what we're doing on Tuesday, we've got, because it is the new moon, we're going to do the Merkaba awakening or fitting, and that's something that we can do every day. Because now what we're doing is we're connecting, we're opening our channels and raising our vibration to a very high level. As we've spoken before, guardian angel is sort of here, or angels are here, and spirit world and angels, they're quite close vibration. Archangels are higher, and then you've got the masters are even higher. Now, what will happen is the more we put the intention into work, well, this is how I feel. I mean, everybody's journey is different, but when we put that intention out there to work with them, at the moment, we're doing this 7 weeks together. So you're like in a container. So you're under this sort of protection, and we're doing this all together. But then once you finish doing it and you want to keep doing, because you're putting your energy up high, you must keep protecting your energy, because of a nighttime, you can be astral traveling, you can be traveling to connect. And we have to be a little bit more careful of, because we're not just working psychically or spiritually, so we can't just rely on our guides. We have to do extra protection, I believe, anyway, because there's a lot out there, and there is this collective thoughts and collective energy. So we'll be working with that for the new moon, if anybody wants to do it. You don't have to, but I just feel that there's an extra care. And the more we do it with intention when we're working, the more stronger it will be. So, for example, when I started working with Hilarion, I would invite him in, or invoke him, or invite him into when I'm healing. So I may do Reiki or some sort of different energy, but then I'd also ask him to come in. And the more I did it, it's a little bit like when we started doing Reiki. The more you do it, the more you feel his energy and connection. And the better your healing becomes, or the better channel you become. But you have to keep working at it, even if it is a few minutes a day. I mean, but it is really nice working with this green ray. Helps us sort of look into ourselves as well. We're awakening up the truth, and we find out who we are, because instead of looking at ourselves through our wounds, where we have our self-defense or self-righteousness or victim or martyr, or, we're sort of really going in to see the truth of ourselves. Because connecting to all the rays, what we're doing is we're going to ascension. That's what we're aiming for. We're trying to become better spiritual people, and also asking to serve as channels. So we move on by really tapping into the truth of ourselves and trying to live, which is very difficult nowadays, living from that place of love and light. And so you can experience, not just for the 7 weeks we're working together, but we'll experience changes within our energy field. Sometimes you think, oh, it's just a journey, a meditation, but it's not just a meditation. We're opening our energy totally wide, because we're surrendering, and this energy is coming in and it's changing us, and it's sometimes subtle, but then other times it's perhaps falling over, screaming out in your dreams, and having a tooth.
Oh,
So, what was I going to say? Sorry, the Ascended Masters, in Hilarion, his most well known is the Atlantean High Priest, Paul the Apostle, and Saint Hilarion. Hilarion is the Atlantic Ascended Master who served as the High Priest in the Temple of Truth. And it's said that he's transported the flame of truth, to Greece shortly after the fall of Atlantis, where it became a focus point for the oracles of Delphi. Then he had a lifetime as Soul, Saul, Soul of Torsu. And then he had another past life as Paul the Apostle, and then of Saint Hilarion in 290 AD. So there's quite a lot again on the internet if you want to look more into their past lives, but I'm just focusing as always on most of the energy we want to look into. So Hilarion is seen as a master healer, and he's got a lot of peace. He's very powerful, and he brings calmness and reassurance. those who have strong links to Atlanta will find a really strong connection to Hilarion. And I believe everybody, we all originated in Atlanta. So I believe that we all will, especially if we're seekers. You know, if we're empathic, we're healers, we're tarot readers or psychics or mediums, whatever, when we're working with the light, I believe we've all sort of had that base in Atlantis. So I'm sure that you'll feel this connection with Hilarion. He works very closely with the elemental kingdom, the crystal divas, and he's also helps people ascend, you know, so this is he helps lift your energy and helps prepare and align. So after all the work we've done, the alignment and the purifying, and now it's sort of helping us sort of heal what's come up over the last 4 weeks, to help us ascend. Not that we're all just going to start ascending now, but it's putting in all that work. So it's interesting. So as we are putting the intention, and again, this is really interesting timing. And as I say, I didn't plan it. It's only because I've been planning, because I planned ages ago the Merkaba on the new moon, which had nothing to do with this course. But it's really interesting that now, every time we have sort of eclipse energies, because we've got the new moon eclipse on the 17th, and then there's a big full moon eclipse on the 3rd. So when these eclipses happen, we've got these sort of ascension or different vibes coming through. So Hilarion will work with those who suffer from ascension symptoms as we begin to make this great shift. So every time we do eclipses, or there's the 11-11, the 3-3, and there's sort of different vibrations. So Hilarion serves to help those going through the 3rd dimension, going up to live for the 5th. So it's quite funny. We're starting to do this week, I think, anyway. So he will help because he helps activate the dormant DNA that becomes activated, helps change our vibration to become lighter and higher, and our consciousness expands as we accept faster vibrating light codes. So our physical body, when we accept those light codes, our physical body has to adapt to be able to cope with the symptoms. And so what can happen is, if we've got these vibrations coming into our body, we can sometimes feel uncomfortable. We can get ill. We get the flu sometimes. You could feel dizzy, and just I get quite, and I used to think it was a panic attack, but I get a lot of palpitations and just feel a bit really lightheaded and a bit so I can really feel I have to ground. But when you're having these ascension sort of symptoms, if you call Hilarion, there he'll come in to help. Because what will also come in is, because the energy vibration is higher, it might put your physical body out of balance. So we can call on Hilarion just to get the light flow through us, which is really interesting. So you can just really sit. So what the advice that comes in for these general physical discomforts are just to call Hilarion in, to allow the emerald ray of healing light to flow through my physical being, to release blocked low vibrational energy, and allow the energy of light to flow freely through me. So if you feel that, and you do feel it is because of the ascension eclipse, or at any time this year, there's a lot of high vibrational times going on. So you can use this in. Often headaches come in. I'm sure, I know Missy suffers from a lot of headaches, and I think they are energetic headaches. So you can activate Hilarion, especially as he works with the 3rd eye, and he can help perhaps dissolve any negative energy through, bring in psychic protection, and just let the healing light flow through. Earringing, as we've got all these sort of electromagnetic frequencies around us all the time, you know, with our computers, mobile phones, when we go through ascension or when our energy changes, we can become acutely aware, I've got to say. Sometimes I can hear the plug, the electric in the plug, and it's such a horrendous noise. Other times it doesn't bother me, but I mean, we've got things plugged in everywhere, but you can hear the electric, you can hear these things. So, and we can get really disturbed by noise. And so this again, and other times you can have some phone plugged in and it doesn't annoy you, but other times you can hear it. So that's another time where you can bring in Hilarion to just ask him to come through to help filter your inner sound frequencies and to adjust to the higher frequencies a bit more silently so they don't come through. So if not, it is quite painful hearing everything. And it's okay if you can tune into like a lower vibration, like or more grounded vibration, like the birds or even traffic noise, but it's that high frequency of microwaves or electromagnetic forces. It's horrendous. Helps with nausea. And also, we can sometimes get bursts of energy where you feel really buzzing or we get really, really tired. So that he can help balance out these mood swings and energy changes. So, and also, this is really interesting as well, because I know Victoria was talking about it. But intense dreams or disturbed sleep patterns. The sleep state is a time of immense spiritual activity. While the physical body rests, the astral or ethereal body remains awake. So the astral activity may increase with this ascension process. So with the energy we've agreed to be attuned to, it may increase. So you may find that you're astral traveling, visiting different dimensions and having lucid dreams that you can't control. And your communication with your angels and guides increases. Intense dreams or nightmares may be releasing old energy or reconnecting you to a past life. Don't allow yourself to dwell on these, acknowledge them, let them go. And if you find that this increase in astral activity, really disturbs your sleep, make sure you're putting perhaps grounding yourself before you go to bed. Sometimes what I do is some nights I'm pretty open because I've got my protection on. I work with my guardian angel and my the Merkaba, and so I feel okay, take me wherever, bring it on. I want to learn, I want to dream, I want to experience. But other times, I really want to ground myself because I need to sleep. So I make sure I close my chakras, ground my chakras, or ask my guides, I don't want to dream tonight. I don't want to go anywhere, So make sure that if you're in control somewhat of our journey. So put your intentions out there. If you've been scared one night, you haven't slept. Not said it works all the time because I can get really disturbed sleep. And then I'll wake up and it's 333 or 222, 444, 55, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
I think, okay, I know you've got messages, but I need my sleep. And it's really good, again, just to keep a journal by the side of your bed, And so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a meditation and just to connect with Hilarion. Okay, any questions before we go? No. Right, so just get yourself nice and relaxed. Okay. So if you just like to close your eyes, and then we're just going to put our intention to ground, and you may just feel yourself grounding and centering your energy and allow your roots just to connect all the way down through the floor, through the different layers of earth, all the way to the core of Mother Earth, into the emerald center, the emerald heart center. And then just focus on your breath as you relax deeper and deeper, allowing your ego self to let go and feel the oneness with earth. And send your energy with your intention, with your breath, all the way down into the crystalline core of Gaia and connect to the essence of the emerald. And as you connect, you start to feel the vibration of the emerald start to move up into your being, and your heart begins to open and to receive it. Surrender your ego self to your divine self and come into the oneness of your I am presence, and just spend a moment just feeling this oneness. Beloved Hilarion, Master of the fifth ray of emerald light, I invoke thee to be present and teach us the way of divine truth and healing. And sense the presence of the ascended Lord of the fifth ray, Hilarion, around you. The emerald energy within your heart now expands outwards and blends with the emerald aura of Master Hilarion. His green and orange aura combines with your own, creating a perfect cosmic egg of loving energy around you. You bathe in this mystical essence and feel his love and generosity. And you feel this energy expanding outwards. And now focus your intention on your third eye. And you notice Hilarion begins to open it. And then your body is full of this emerald light. And your body starts to fill with the emerald and golden flame of the fifth ray of light. The more you allow your conscious self to let go, the more light you're able to receive. This energy healing flame penetrates deep throughout the energy matrix of your being. Fear begins to disappear, and you become more sensitive to the spirit within you. And just breathe in this green emerald light. Feel the light within you glowing. Feel yourself perhaps rising up in this light. It's like the energies become alive with this green vibrational feeling. Master Hilarion places sacred shapes and spirals of light into your third eye, each with its own truth and knowledge. These are light codes necessary for earthly ascension, to be able you to raise your vibration, to help you Raise your vibration to that of the ascension codes around the earth. As Gaia raises her consciousness, mankind must raise theirs too. The inability of this will create chaos in the mind, dysfunction in actions, and disorientation in the body. Focus on these codes, these keys, and these shapes, and allow them to merge with your DNA structure, rising and expanding your consciousness and awareness. Allow yourself to be open to the purities of these codes of love and light. Spirals of green, shapes of gold, sacred geometry of orange, gold, and green come down directly from source, and you feel them entwine in your own energy field. Just sit for a minute and feel these codes, feel these vibrations coming in from the Ascended Master Hilarion. Like being showered with sparkles or sprinkles, different shapes. And take note of any of the images or colours that you see. And Hilarion steps towards you and just places his hand in front of your third eye and starts beaming his green light, his powerful emerald light into your third eye, awakening this area so you can see the divine truth and pushing in healing through your energy fields into your mind to heal some thoughts, to heal your mind, to heal what you've seen. And awakening the third eye. And now Hilarion invokes the Golden Christ color ray, which descends on you like a pure gold fountain of light and fills your heart with the energy of love. The power of truth is awakened within you. As your very essence moves from mind to heart, the wants of the mind become but an illusion. The mind wants to do, but the heart wants to be. As you center yourself in your heart space, the heart truly opens. Hear the tone of God and take each breath as a gift. What is it in your life that most needs healing at this point of time? Connect with this most sacred healing vibration and be guided by the light as it removes the lower energies of the mind and refreshes and rejuvenates your soul. Feel the love of Hilarion, feel it following through your heart space and out throughout the whole of your physical body. And with every breath you take, love pulsates throughout your being. Feel the power of joy and the ability to rise above the chaos, to be who you truly are. I am love. I am truth. I am joy. I am light. I am healing. I am healed. Hilarion slowly steps back, but know that he is ever present now within us. And whenever the emerald ray of healing is needed, the power within us to heal is limited only by the mind. The heart has no limits. And as we raise our vibration and consciousness, the love of God and the Masters are but a breath away. And this is something to be remembered. They are just but a breath away. And now, just in your own time, slowly start to bring your attention back into the room, back into where we are. Just very slowly open your eyes. And I just invite you to write down anything you felt, anything you experienced, any shape that really stood out. If you received any shapes or colors. We're going to do another meditation with Hilarion towards the end. So I'll just give you some time to write. I've just looked down. I always use a bookmark. So I keep all my cards at the side. And I've just picked up one card before as a bookmark. And guess what it is? The Tower. And in the beginning, I think I said something along the lines of, the energy reminds me of the Tower card, and it's a gentle Tower card, and this is quite a positive Tower card, but it gets to the truth for growth. So that's quite funny. So, sorry, has everybody finished writing, or shall I leave you for a moment? We okay? Okay, I'll just continue on. So, Hilarion works with the Archangel Raphael, who is beautiful energy. So the Archangel Raphael is the energy of healing and truth. And you can call upon Archangel Raphael for healing. And the difference really between them, they work together. So the Ascended Master Hilarion, truth, healing, science, and inner vision. He is the master of truth revealed through clarity, integrity, and higher knowledge. And his presence is precise, observant, and healing. So Master Hilarion will work with revealing the truth behind the illusion, tarot card, or emotional distortion, because he'll get through into the healed part rather than reacting from the unhealed past. He heals through understanding and conscious awareness, supporting scientific, holistic, and energetic healing, and activates inner vision, intuition, and discernment. So his presence, and you may have felt that, is sort of like a calm light, steady and powerful, but just a presence. Whereas Archangel Raphael, his sort of essence is healing, wholeness, guidance, and restoration. So he is the healer of the body, mind, and spirit. He heals with compassion, reassurance, and restorative. So he works slightly different. So he supports physical, emotion, and energetic healing, and he restores balance, harmony, and vitality. So his presence is almost like a relief, gentle warmth, and safety. So together they help, working together, the combination of both of their energies really help you start to heal. Hilarion reveals the truth, bringing clarity to the root cause, beliefs, patterns, or distortions that block healing. And Raphael will come in and restore the wholeness. So once the truth is revealed, Raphael will bring soothing, regeneration, and healing to this energy shift, and bring on an energy shift. So working together, they help, whether it's mind, body, or energy, they'll really help you have this clarity and alignment. Hilarion reveals what must be seen, and Raphael heals what has been wounded. I keep saying moved, but it's wounded, because what I'm thinking of is just this timing as we're coming up to the eclipse. So the eclipse is the 17th. So we're moving, so we're integrating this energy now. And then Tuesday, the eclipse energy, which I always think of the Tower card. So I think that's great. So what we're going to do now is going to go into a meditation where we're going to journey to meet Archangel Raphael. And then afterwards, I'll talk about that when we get to it. So first of all, let's go, and we're going to have a guided meditation for Archangel Raphael for the healing, enlightenment, and abundance. So whenever you're ready. If you just take a deep breath, just close your eyes and relax. And with each breath, just allow yourself to relax deeper and deeper. Just inhale, and when you exhale, just let yourself go. Let go of the outside world. Let go of responsibilities, concerns. And just feel your body start to unwind, the tensions floating away, and your awareness turning inward. You're safe to relax now. And find yourself seated in your inner world, resting in a peaceful olive grove. Ancient, big, thick olive trees surround you, their silvery green leaves moving softly in the breeze. Before you stretches a beautiful azure sea, calm and expansive, that reflects the clear, cloudless blue sky. And the air feels warm, gentle, and timeless. And as you sit here, you become aware of a soft emerald green light that starts to approach you. And as it draws closer, you start to feel warm, comfort, and unconditional love. From within this light steps Archangel Raphael, holder of the fifth ray, the ray of healing, truth, science, enlightenment, and cosmic abundance. His presence is soothing and powerful, filled with compassion and intelligence. Raphael comes close and touches your third eye. You may feel a tingling, a pulsing, or simply a sense of awareness. Whether you feel something or not, this connection is being made. This is the ray of higher vision, the ability to see beyond illusion, to understand life from an enlightened perspective. Now Raphael invites you into a vast crystal sphere, tinged with shimmering emerald green. You step inside and the sphere begins to rise. You float upwards together through dimensions, through layers of frequency, through realms of light. Ahead you see a magnificent castle shimmering with emeralds and living green fire. You arrive at the etherical retreat of Archangel Raphael. And as you enter the etheric sacral retreat, you feel a deep sense of peace and renewal. Raphael now places his hands gently upon you, and the emerald green healing light begins to pour through your body. This healing moves cell by cell, organ by organ, system by system. If there is any place in your body where you feel tension, pain, or imbalance, allow Raphael's green light to flow into that area now. The more you relax, the more deeply his healing can enter. You may feel tingling from head to toe, warmth, or waves of gentle energy as the fifth ray continues his work. This is the ray of restoration and renewal. As the healing deepens, Raphael's connection with you grows stronger. Now he guides you gently to a part of the temple where you can overlook the earth. And from this elevated vantage point, he asks you to look down on earth. So you're reminded of how small you are down on earth. To put into perspective some of the thoughts that you have, some of the feelings, some of the things that you worry about. You realize that sometimes these thoughts and things are quite insignificant. As you look above and you look high above everything, you realize that you shouldn't allow your brain to be clouded. You shouldn't give the power over to these negative worries. And if you raise your energy to look down on earth, you realize that it doesn't matter too much. And with that, you feel some of the pressure of life float away from you. And you feel healing energy going through your mind, flowing through you. And you have this beautiful, brilliant emerald green ray streaming around you. And then from this high point, as you look down on earth, you feel yourself restoring balance, hope, and vitality within you. And Raphael invites you to look down once more, this time just at your life down on the earth from this higher perspective. And you begin to see why certain things happened, what they taught you, and what you no longer need to carry. You see with angelic eyes, beyond blame, beyond regret, the truth beyond the wound, the truth beyond the ego. And as you do this, you feel relief and healing taking place. Perhaps you even see the world itself differently now, realizing that beneath all appearances, there is only love seeking expression. Standing beside Raphael is his twin flame, the great angel Mary. Her presence is gentle, nurturing, and luminous. Together they amplify the fifth ray within you. Archangel Raphael places his hand once more over your third eye. He activates the archangel ancient keys and codes and sacred geometry of abundance consciousness. This illumination allows you to receive abundance and prosperity in all forms: health, resources, support, opportunity, and grace. We can affirm, I'm worthy to receive abundance and prosperity. You understand now that abundance flows naturally when perception is clear and the heart is aligned. Filled with emerald green light, your third eye awakened and illuminated, you begin your gentle return. Raphael guides you back down through the dimensions, back into the crystal sphere, back to the olive grove where you began. Before you fully arrive, Raphael lovingly polishes your third eye, refining your clarity and strengthening your connection to him. As you return completely, you may still feel his presence at your brow, a soft awareness, a gentle glow. Take a moment now to thank Archangel Raphael for this powerful connection. And know that you can ask Raphael to polish and illuminate your third eye daily and observe the changes that unfold within you and without you. Healing, clarity, enlightenment, abundance. And so it is. And just where we sit, we're just going to say an invocation. Beloved Master Hilarion, beloved Archangel Raphael, I call the emerald ray of healing and truth. Restore my body, clarify my perceptions, and illuminate what is real and what is illusion. Guide me into wholeness and help me walk the path of integrity. By the emerald flame, I am healed and made whole. And then with a breath, just start to find yourself coming back down to this moment, this time and place, just back in the room, back here. And just ground yourself as you come back in. And if you'd like a moment just to write anything down that you've experienced. Okay. So how was that? How was that, Missy? Was that good for you, my lovely? Did you feel the healing?
I did. Thank you so much. I really did. I actually got extremely cold and it just was really bright. It was very green and I was getting really into it. And then the freaking UPS guy came and the dogs were barking. So it started fabulous. I
Oh,
was
what a
like, damn it.
shame.
I was really doing it. So it was like,
Oh, well, send you the replay.
Thank
Oh,
you so much. But then I caught back into it and then it was very neat too. So I was able to get back into it, but I appreciate it so much. It was very neat. Thank you,
lovely.
thank you.
And Victoria, how was that for you? The first one and the second one, did you feel the energy around?
Yes, I felt very different energies. The first one felt more like a tower card. It felt more like El Moira type
Yeah.
energy.
It's
That
harder,
type.
isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah. Oh,
yes. And then
solid.
exactly. And yet the second meditation felt much more like the third week with the pink ray. It was
Yes. Yeah.
softer,
Mhm.
gentler, and yet at the same time, so it felt like the star card, to me.
Lovely.
I
Oh,
kept
that's lovely.
visualizing the star card because after the tower falls, then the star card and the green, I typically keep a green rock on my altar.
Oh, okay.
And I keep it on top of my tarot cards, and I've been charging it in my windowsill. And so I'm going to put it on top of my cards. But I definitely felt the energy,
Mhm.
the healing energy specifically. I felt tingling. I didn't feel necessarily a big change temperature wise, but I could definitely feel that. And in
Lovely.
much the same way that I felt the intensity from last week's class,
Mhm.
the way that I can focus now that I know how to focus energy out using, like as we used selenite wands
Yeah.
to sort of use that, to visualize that. I can now use that for healing, I
Yeah.
think. And
Well, this is, in fact, you reminded me what I wanted to say. So, what we've done, it was something you'd said about influencing other people. So, what we've done on so far on the course is we've connected to the ascended masters. Now, what we can do in any situation that we're in, if we need some strength to do something, we need to heal. We're going to do a little bit more on that. But if we're stuck at work and we need some wisdom, we can call upon different masters, or if we need to have a difficult conversation, we could perhaps call on El Moira. We can call upon different masters for anything. Or when we don't know who to use, we can just call in. Well, we're going to have the seven masters, but we can work with them because they will step forward. Now we're connected. We say, "Oh, I don't know who I need, but someone send someone." You know, um,
yes,
for me, I feel I don't know how it works over in the UK, but here, if you need an emergency service for whatever, you just pick up the phone and say, "I need help." And they'll say, "What help do you need? The fire, ambulance?" And so I feel that with I need help. Who do I call upon? And they'll come forward. So you don't have to overthink things. But the other thing we can do is now we're connected, we can ask for their help. If you um, so like with Paul the Venetian, when you may have a situation at home and you see somebody struggling because they're angry, frustrated, or blocked, and they're not, you can ask Paul or what any of the ascended masters to help them if it's in accordance to their highest good, but you can call upon them so you're sending that vibration of, so it's a bit like, I know a lot of you done Reiki, but it's a lot like, so we've got this pool of energy, this rainbow of energy, and we can bring one color down and send it to somebody. If maybe they're having trouble speaking or they're having trouble loving, or you can see, oh my God, they really need a bit of discipline in their life without you affecting their life, because we can't interfere, but we can help help move things along,
Yes.
and so it's the same with healing. So we don't always need people's permission, but I know we were talking about different people in our life. And if you sit there and you know your daughter needs a certain energy to help support her, she can't express herself, or she hasn't got the wisdom, or her lifestyle's wrong, or she doesn't see the truth of the situation. You're like, oh my God, she's really shouldn't be with that guy. Oh, I hate him. But you can't say anything. You can you can call upon some of the archangels to help her align and see what they're really like, or a
Yeah.
client in tarot, whatever it is, but you can call them in and sort of send their energy. We're going to practice that with the group healing now, and then send the healing out to the world. So all it is using intention, and you can just call them in really easily, but then you can send this energy to everyone. Obviously, we can't interfere with other people's lives, but if it's done with love and for their highest good, then we can ask if they can help the situation. I know a couple of people are saying about, their partners or their children, and having these difficult situations at home, then ask them to intervene. And sometimes intervention doesn't go to them, it goes to you, so you can help see their point of view, or you can help put up with their energy, or you change the way you communicate to them, and that's what helps them. So you're not changing their lives, but you're changing the way that you're dealing with them. And so sometimes we think, oh, well, or in a work situation, we're calling the energy of the rays, because now you've got different colors. You've got like a spectrum of from that quiet leadership and power to love, creativity and problem solving, mathematics, all this sort of energy, and say, help me with this situation, and they'll help the situation. And as I say, sometimes we sort of wish it for them, but it's actually us that it helps. And you suddenly think, oh, that's how I have to do it. The tower card moment. Then you think, oh, that's what I have to say. That's what I have to do. That's what I have to write. But if we use them every day, or call upon them every day, then that strength will come through. And then it starts to flow with you. I mean, what we'll do, we will look again. I've got another course that we can look more in, but then you can just sit with them. And say you're sitting at work and you think, well, I don't really know how to communicate this problem. I don't know how to show this person that there's boundaries without insulting them. You can just sit and call El Moira in, and all of a sudden you'll be writing the answer, or the answer will come with you, or in the conversation you'll say the right words. And they won't take over you when you chat, but as you connect, you'll feel that energy, you'll feel the empowerment, if that makes sense. But we have to call upon them. Then they're there waiting. It's like our guides or our guardian angels, they're here, and we have to say, I need help with this situation, or come in and help me with, so yeah, must try it.
Thank you.
Where were we? And Gordana, my lovely, how was that for you? Oh, you're muted, my lovely. So everyone's muted. Let me get everyone.
It was lovely. The first one was much more gentle than the second one for me.
Okay.
The only disappointment I had, although I could feel the energy, I didn't see the color.
Okay.
I wanted to see the color, but I didn't. I kind of was hoping for more than what I got.
Yeah.
Maybe another time.
Well, we're going to do another little exercise if everybody is happy to do a bit more. And so you might do, but sometimes, yeah, every time it's different, isn't it? Sometimes I do the same. Sometimes I can feel the color. I can't see it, but I know it's green. You just feel that energy. And other times it's not there. It's funny. But maybe
No,
it's because it was working within you rather than coming in. I don't know.
comparing to last week, the way we saw all the three flames and all the.
Mhm.
I was expecting something similar to see this week, but for some reason I didn't.
Oh, well, maybe in the next one.
Uh, You win some, you lose some.
Well, yeah, and again, sometimes you think,
Maybe it was just
just
meant to be felt and not seen.
well, that's it. I was just going to say, it feels like because it's a healing flame, maybe what it's done is come in and it's been working inside rather than being in your mind. It's gone into your energy system. But we're going to do a little exercise now. And Alketa, my lovely, how was that for you?
It was very relaxing, like both times, but just because I've been all over the place these couple of days, and it felt like, oh my God, it's slow, everything slowed down, and like
Love.
I feel in peace, which
That's
is so
brilliant.
good.
Lovely.
Yeah, thank
Brilliant.
you, Selena.
Well,
It
yeah,
was
and
really good.
again, listen to it again,
Oh,
or do the go through the exercise. And I don't know, is everybody looking at the exercise books? Yeah. Yeah, brilliant. Because there's a lot of information in there because I don't want to just sit and talk about it, stuff you can read. I want to do the energy work really. But there is a lot of information in there. I know it's a lot to print off, but even if you just have a look online, and then it gives you ideas to create your own invocations and rituals and practices. So, what we're going to do now, I think I've mentioned everything. We work with the third eye chakra, vibration green. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I've mentioned everything. I keep thinking, I know it's all written down, or there's a lot. And it's the Temple of Truth is in Greece, in Crete, which I didn't realize until I was doing it, but that's lovely. And Chantal, my lovely, how was that for you?
That was good, very chill. Sorry, I'm not on camera because my phone is charging, but it's not charging properly and it's taking forever. So
Oh,
I'm
no
keeping
worries, my
my
darling.
video off. But yeah, no, that was good. It was very relaxing.
Lovely, lovely. Okay, so what we're going to do now is one more meditation if everybody's okay doing another one. Because what I really wanted to go, we're going to do sort of a group healing. So what we've done now is a journey, a connection, but now what we're going to do is a healing for the group, for Lisa and Lee and everybody else that hasn't made it tonight. They're still going to receive it. And we're going to have go into the healing temple, and then we're going to also send to the group, receive the healing, send to the group, and then send out to Earth, which really needs healing right now. And it's quite funny. I was thinking just as I was doing the meditation or saying something about revealing the truth, and you think that's what's happening in the world at the moment. There's a lot of truths that are coming out about time, but there are a lot of truths. So you think it's funny that we're doing this right now as we're moving along.
finally.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
just like,
So something clicked today when I was sitting doing this, and I thought, oh, yeah, it's so funny the
it was
timing.
about the time, Selena. Like all the
Um,
underground coming to
yeah.
light.
So maybe this is why
Finally.
also we're called upon to do some healing,
Mm.
for the send out to receive or sorry, send down some healing to the world right now because it certainly needs it. Lovely. So I'm just going to mute you all again, just so you can. We're just going to go. So we're just going to just take a deep breath again. And with each breath, your awareness starts to lift beyond time and space. You start to feel calm and safe. And now, as a group, for those watching the replay. And here we're just going to gather in awareness and intention. And just allow yourself, your soul, your energy to be lifted beyond time and space. Take a slow, deep breath in and exhale fully. And then just breathe in the light and release all that's heavy. And now, as a group consciousness, we're now carried on a stream of crystalline light to the Temple of Healing in Atlantis. This is a vast sanctuary of living crystal, sacred geometry, and luminous emerald frequencies. The air shimmers with peace, divine compassion, and healing. I call forth the Ascended Master of the Emerald Green Ray and the Archangel Raphael, Divine Healer of God. We open ourselves to receive healing, alignment, and restoration for our highest good and the highest good of all. Feel the temple respond and the light intensifies. And as a group, we feel the crystalline sanctuary glow with emerald light and sacred symbols that pulsate gently in the air. We're seated in a circle, equal, sovereign, and connected. Feel the calm, feel the safety, and feel the power of togetherness. Above the group, a radiant emerald sun forms, alive, intelligent, and loving. This is the green emerald ray of divine healing. Archangel Raphael appears, wings of soft green gold light extended wide. His presence is calm, infinitively kind. Around him stands the Ascended Master of Healing and beings that have mastered the art of balance between spirit and form. Together they guide the emerald ray downwards. And the emerald ray starts to flow downward, bathing the entire group at once. An emerald green mist touches the crown chakra of your head. And you feel the green light clearing confusion, spiritual fatigue, and disconnection. And with the green emerald light, you are realigned with divine wisdom. The green ray then goes down to your brow chakra, and the emerald light flows through your third eye, dissolving illusion and fear-based perception. Inner sight becomes clear, calm, and truthful. Now down to the throat chakra. The green ray washes through your throat, healing suppressed expression. Your voice realigns with compassion, truth, and integrity. And now down to the heart chakra, where the light intensifies. The heart chakra opens like a sacred lotus. Archangel Raphael and Master Hilarion place their hands here. Grief, emotional wounds, and old heartbreaks start to dissolve. Your heart remembers wholeness, forgiveness, and unconditional love. And traveling down to your solar plexus chakra, the emerald light stabilizes personal power, anxiety, shame, and self-doubt are lifted gently. And you reclaim confidence rooted in peace. Traveling down to the sacral chakra, the green ray harmonizes emotion and creativity. Old energetic cords dissolve. Joy and flow return naturally. The green ray harmonizes emotions. It spreads around your whole meridian system. And then finally into the root chakra. The emerald frequency brings in healing from the root chakra all the way down into the earth star below you. You are safe, you are supported, and your body trusts life again. And now feel the emerald ray move beyond chakras into organs, tissues, cells, and DNA. The group field becomes luminous and healing multiplies as each one of us, each soul supports the others. What heals in one, heals in all. And the temple sings softly, a harmonic tone of remembrance. And now gently bring to mind one person you know that's in need of healing and support or peace. You do not need to know what they need, their higher self already knows. And now in the center of our sacred group, a sphere of emerald light forms. Within it, you can place the name or put the person held in the middle safely. And you start just sending from your heart healing, from your heart to the sphere, send the healing. And then as a group, we send energy to the spheres of everybody. So from the group, we just send with intentions to heal each other and anyone in the sphere. And we ask Archangel Raphael and Master Hilarion to send directly to their energy field. And so we may see the emerald light moving where it's most needed, soothing pain, restoring balance, awakening hope. And we affirm silently, may you receive exactly what serves your highest good. May healing unfold with grace and perfect timing. And feel the gratitude as the healing is received. And now we feel the temple gently expanding. And now below the group, below us all, the earth appears suspended in space, beautiful, living, sensitive. And we notice all areas calling for healing, the land, the water, air, ecosystems, humanity itself, war zones, politicians, wherever healing is needed, hospitals, homes. We notice these areas down on earth, and the emerald ray intensifies. And from our group circle, a powerful wave of emerald light flows outward and downward, wrapping the earth in a luminous green grid of healing and regeneration. Archangel Raphael and the Ascended Master Hilarion anchor this light into the ley lines, the crystal grids, the oceans and forests, human hearts, and the collective consciousness for the highest good. And the earth responds, breathing easier, stabilizing, remembering her original harmony. And we affirm, beloved earth, you are supported, you are healing, you are loved. And Archangel Raphael and the Master Hilarion now step forward, sealing in the earth grid. All healing is locked in with divine wisdom and perfect balance. And then Archangel Raphael and Master Hilarion gently seal in your energy field with a cocoon of green emerald light, ensuring integration and grace. The Ascended Master and Angel step back, smiling, their work complete. And I say on behalf of all, I receive this healing fully. I allow it to integrate gently and perfectly. I am grateful. And then very slowly start to travel back from the temple, traveling back down. As a group, unified group conscious, we're carried back on a stream of crystalline light, back from the temple of healing, back into our rooms, into our physical bodies. where we then start to feel our breath again, feel the earth beneath you, balanced, renewed, and held in healing light. And we thank the Archangel Raphael, the Master Hilarion, and we're grateful for the healing received. And know we can return at any time to continue to send healing to earth or to our loved ones or to each other. And just take a moment to note down anything you wish to remember. How was that for you, Missy?
It was really neat, really, really neat. I just poured as much healing into Dan as I possibly could.
Lovely.
And your tooth, making sure you're healing good.
Oh, I think I just needed the
Fast.
purification, purifying.
And Victoria from her fall so that she's aligned good and all that good
Oh,
stuff.
thank you. Lovely. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And Gordana, did you see the light? Did you see the green? Oh, you're muted, my lovely. Let's just get everyone unmuted.
Yes, I did.
Yay!
I was in Superman's um, castle of emerald green.
Kryptonite.
When you see the Superman and he goes home, how you have all these massive pieces of crystal
Yeah.
everywhere, and that's kind of where I got taken to. And then I could see a spreading over the earth, starting
Oh,
slowly, and then just
beautiful.
just like a cloud going everywhere, including the whole group and everyone in it, which was
Lovely.
lovely. And I thought, why couldn't you have shown that in the beginning? And never
Oh,
mind, it's
lovely.
never
I'm
too
sure
late.
it was passing through you, going into your cells and your DNA
Uh,
and healing you all. You'll feel like Superman tomorrow. You'll be like,
it was
oh,
lovely.
that's
Thank you.
lovely.
Thank you.
And Alketa, my lovely, how was that for you?
It was really good actually. In my mind, I would start like naming everyone, including all of you girls.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
It's
brilliant.
just like I don't know, and there were some weird names coming that I haven't thought about it like for a very long time, which was so surprising.
Oh, lovely.
So
Oh,
I
that's
remembered of people that I normally don't have time to think. I mean, not don't have time to think, but it's just like doesn't. They're not part of my daily life, which is
that's
so very
nice.
weird. Yeah, but it's
Maybe
so
they're
nice.
in
Like,
need of healing, or
yeah,
maybe something they did to you needed healing or something. So yeah, lovely. It's amazing what pops in. It's
I
so
mentioned also a
fast
few
sometimes.
people in my mind that we had a very like bad breakup, mainly like friends that we had big argument. We don't talk for years now. But I did mention them. You see,
Oh,
it's so
lovely.
weird.
Well, again, sometimes, again, if we go through what we've been doing, we've been looking quite a lot of forgiveness and learning the lesson. And sometimes it is, although we want our relationships to last forever, a lot of the time, friends, people come into our life just to bring us a lesson or to teach us something, and then we have to let them go. But most humans, we have really hard, difficult letting things go. And so maybe that was it. It's bringing in that cutting cords that no longer serve, letting them go with love. Yeah, yeah, lovely. And Victoria, my darling, how was that for you?
I loved that. That was very relaxing for me. And I could definitely feel, I could see like a lighter green. I wasn't seeing the emerald green, but from the beginning, I was picturing the high priestess,
Yeah,
that
lovely.
shade of green.
Yeah.
And I kept picturing her, that card as well. But I was definitely sending healing to my daughter,
Lovely.
and just trying to just change the vibration between the two of us and in the house. But I have loved every single week of this, and I just find that every week between the ascended master that we learn about, the archangel in combination with the ascended master, and then now, the flames.
Yeah.
Now I realize that eventually now I will be able to reach that ascension, that spiritual awakening. But without all of these courses, without all of this knowledge, that wouldn't be possible. Certainly not without the discipline from last week. That I think is one of the most important, and I think has been one of the most important and essential steps in my spiritual journey has been that self-discipline and
I think
consistency.
so, because the thing is we can read 1,000 books, we can listen to, I don't know how many podcasts or do or many courses, but unless we do some of the work and
Yes,
unless we bring it into our lives every day, and so then we start thinking differently, reacting differently, healing, because
yes,
healing's not just do the hour and then go off and go back to how the old habits. It is so discipline is and I think the thing is that unless we have some sort of discipline on us, because we put the time and effort into other parts of our life, we have to put that time and effort
yes,
into our spiritual thing. Even if that's getting up and doing whatever it is, you don't need to pray for an hour or you don't need to do all these things, but you have to get up and start doing some energy exercise or put in the time in to really learn whatever the things that we're looking at and understand them, but it's not so much learning and understand, it's feeling them, it's doing the connection, it's
yes,
10 minutes of silence, 20 minutes of silence where you just connect and let the energy connect with you, and yeah, so it is the discipline. I
because
missed out a lot on my spiritual journey because of the lack of discipline. Because I would do my cards or do things, but then I wouldn't connect in silence. And I think that's what is
right.
called for.
And without that work, the words ascension and awakening do become very empty words,
Mhm.
I think. And the more I think about it, the more true that actually becomes. Um, and I don't want it to be empty. I don't want those words to be empty. So I know I need to do the work. So that's why I'm very, very grateful to be in this course, especially right now, and the way that each class has
Do you know
aligned
what?
so
Yeah.
beautifully. It's
One of the
unbelievable.
biggest thing that's put into me doing this course and awakening our energy with all the things we've been doing, but more so now, is it's really good when we become so. Elmoira was what probably the best for me.
Yeah.
But it's having that solid energy so that you know your truth. Because more and more I see so much pollution on the news or social media or people, even other tarot, you sometimes see things on the internet. They're saying, oh, you've got to do this or you've got to do this. And you think, oh my God, unless we really have our solid energy and we trust our insight and intuition and truth, and I think it's becoming more and more important because there's so many influential people out there that are telling us one thing and another, and we have to know what's right or wrong for us. So I think it's really a great time to be doing this. That's making us stand in our truth and know what the truth is. So yeah, it
Right.
is really, really important. So it's yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely just learning so much, isn't it? I mean,
It
and I
is.
love doing these courses because I sort of start bringing learn more as every time you do it or teach it, you learn more and more. So it's lovely. Yeah.
Thank you.
And Chantal, how was that for you, my darling? I'm not sure if she's there. No. Anyway, my lovelies, I've really, really enjoyed tonight. Oh, yes, there. Was that okay for you, Chantal, my lovely?
Yeah, that was good. That was very relaxing again.
Lovely. I love the
Thank you.
fairies in the background there.
They're so cute.
Okay, my lovelies. So if people want to come, I know a couple of people have already signed up that on Tuesday
Yay.
at the same time we're going to do the Merkaba awakening and learn a little bit about that. It's not it is on the new moon, but it's not a new moon circle as such. It's going to be a bit of a workshop, and it's an awakening of your light body, which is all about sort of opening the Merkaba out. We all have a Merkaba, but it does need with intention to be awoken and to be built, and then it's something we need to keep doing. So we're going to do that on the 17th, which is going to be, I think, just special energy, the way it's all sort of coming about. So you can go onto the website under the events now and click on the tickets if you want to come. If anyone's got any problem with paying online or anything like that, you can always contact me. But we're going to do that on the 17th on the Tuesday, and then the class again on Wednesday. So some of you will see me twice next week. All
Yay.
right, my lovelies. Any questions, just reach out. And if you can't, because I know a couple of people are in different time zones. And again, with the Merkaba on Tuesday, it doesn't matter if you're live, I'll send the replay out as always. Okay. All right, my lovelies. Any questions or no? We're all good. All right, my lovelies. I shall see you
Thank you.
next Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
coming.
you,
Many
Selena. Good
blessings,
night,
Bye.
everybody.
everyone.
Bye.
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 You have a
Bye.
Thank
wonderful day.
you.
Bye.
Thank you so much.